Hey everybody. So I wanted to do an update on the petition on the White House petition site and talk to you a little bit about how the petition site works and also why it's a good idea to sign the petition, why it's so important for this specific petition to pass. So the first thing I wanted to do is tell you that, everybody who wants to sign the petition, it's actually quite easy to do so. You do need to create an account in order to do so. So you want to come down here and click create an account. Now when you click create an account, all it asks you for is your first name, your last name, your email address, and your zip code. And then it'll ask you to put in one of those security code words just to make sure that you're not some sort of vote bot thing. Now I'm right now using Google Chrome as my browser, but I've also tried this in Internet Explorer, so it'll work on either type of browser. Now, after you've logged into your account, you can, any petition that you haven't signed, you're going to see a sign this petition button right here, and then you can just click that, and it'll add your name to the petition site. Now, there's a lot of interesting things about this petition. As you can see right now, we only need 1,678 signatures, and we have about 13 days to get those signatures. So we need a little over 100 signatures a day, and we can really do that. If everybody that's listening to this and everybody who signed the petition and is interested really in getting this petition passed goes out and talks to 10 people and gets that done, we can do this. We really can. You need to talk to your parents. You need to talk to your friends, and anybody else that you feel comfortable talking to. If you're at school, talk to people at school because this is not just a pagan issue. I personally think that one of the reasons that they're targeting pagans is because they think we're an easy target. We are a relatively small group of religions that don't have a central authority and we don't have a lot of money, and so people see us as an easy target to push legislation that will then affect other religious groups as well. And I'll give you an example. If legislation is worded in a certain way, if there's a judgment in a court that is worded a certain way, it won't just be about people as they normally think about pagans, which is European indigenous religions, but will also affect other groups that, perhaps the Christian dominionists consider pagans, which would be anybody who's, belongs to a non-Abrahamic religion, which is a much larger group of people. We're talking Hindus, we're talking Buddhists, we're talking atheists, we're talking people who practice African diasporic religions, Native Americans. We're talking about lots of different groups of religions, not just what most people think of when they think of pagans, which are Wiccans or people who practice European indigenous beliefs. So there's a lot to be said about how this concerns more than just a small religious group. They're just using us as a target because we do have such a small base and we don't have a lot of money behind our organizations. And but they are working towards a much larger issue. I guarantee that. Now, one thing about this petition site, which I found pretty cool, was that you don't even have to be an adult or even necessarily an American to sign one of these petitions. Now, if you look under the FAQs right here, it says who can participate in the We the People platform, which is the petition platform. And it says here, anyone 13 or older can create or sign a petition on whitehouse.gov. In order to participate in the We the People platform on whitehouse.gov, users must create a whitehouse.gov account and verify their email address. And that's it. So it doesn't say anything about being an American. It doesn't say anything. I mean, and as long as you're 13 or over, you can do this. So parents, if you've signed and you've got kids that are 13 or over, get them to sign. This also involves them. And, by all means, we need to get on board the atheist community and the Buddhist community and the Hindu community along with this as well, because those are much larger communities with with a lot more money and power than what we have. And so I wanted to give a thanks to some of the people of the Alliance of Demons who have come forth and mirrored my videos. I know that they have a big audience of people who are primarily atheists, but not all atheists. And I would just say, by all means, if you are somebody who's of a non-Christian religion, or even if you're a Christian that really values the First Amendment, your First Amendment rights, because after the Christian dominionists do what they want to the non-Christians, what's to stop them from defining Christianity in their own way and saying, well, if you don't do this, then you're not a Christian and you've lost your rights too. So Mormons, Catholics, Greek Orthodox faith, these are people that a lot of these conservative evangelical Christians, they don't consider you Christians either. They consider you pagan. So by all means, this is your fight as well. And of course, it's anybody's fight that believes that the First Amendment should stay the way that it is. Anyway, I just wanted to walk you guys through that. Also, one more note about the petition. A lot of people think that the White House petition is hard to get to, but it's really not. As you can see up here, wh.gov/4RO is the short link to get to the petition. It's quite easy to do. And one reason why it's so important for us to get these 1,678 signatures that we need left in order to move forward and get the recognition that we can from the White House for this is that the White House has recently changed the threshold on the petitions. It used to be 5,000, as you can see, to reach the goal of 5,000. And once you reach that goal of 5,000, basically what it means is that the White House has to issue a statement in regards to your petition, which means that we get White House recognition. Now, if this petition doesn't pass, like I said, they have changed the petition thresholds, but they did not impose those retroactively to those people who signed up before the petition threshold had changed. But if this petition doesn't pass and we have to redo the petition, the next threshold we have to hit is 25,000. Yes, that's right. 5 times the amount of signatures. And you know that if we don't get those signatures the first time around, the chances of us getting them the second time around are slim to none. So it's very important that we do this so that we can get the White House recognition for this issue, so that they can, help us, because we are a small community, and get everybody that you can. I've even had some Christians come forth and support this today, and I thank them for their efforts and everything like that. I'm not trying to bash the Christian community. This is a small group of fringe Christians who are taking their religion way too far. Anyway, I wanted to just update you guys on the petition site, and if you have any other questions, please let me know, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. Anyway, thank you, and blessed be.